What on earth could possibly trigger this man to kill his entire family, his wife, and his three innocent, lovely children, including their family dog? Before we go deep into the story, kindly subscribe to my channel so you would be the first to be notified when I post another crime story. Like and comment your opinion about this story. Thank you. On the surface, the Todt family appeared to be living an enviable life in one of Florida's most picturesque communities. Celebration, a master-planned town developed by the Walt Disney Company, was known for its manicured streets, pastel homes, and an atmosphere carefully designed to evoke safety, family values, and small-town charm. But behind the doors of a quiet townhouse on Reserve Place, a family was unraveling, and by the end of December 2019, 4 people would be dead in what would become one of Central Florida's most disturbing homicide cases. Anthony Todt, 44, worked as a physical therapist and owned a rehabilitation clinic called Family Physical Therapy. His wife, Megan Todt, 42, was a stay-at-home mother who devoted her life to raising their 3 children. Alexander Todt, 13 years, Tyler Todt, 11 years, Joseph Todt, 4 years. To neighbors and friends, the Todt's family looked like a close-knit, loving family. Megan often shared family photos online, documenting holidays, birthdays, and everyday moments with her children. Anthony appeared professional and successful, running clinics in both Florida and Connecticut. Nothing about their public image suggested impending tragedy, but beneath the polished exterior, serious financial and legal problems were closing in. In late 2019, Anthony Todt was under investigation by federal authorities for alleged insurance fraud and healthcare billing irregularities connected to his physical therapy clinics. According to prosecutors, Todt was accused of submitting fraudulent insurance claims totaling hundreds of thousands of dollars. The investigation had already taken a heavy toll. Employees complained of unpaid wages. Vendors were not being paid either. Financial stress intensified as federal agents closed in, and Anthony faced the possibility of losing his business, his reputation, and his freedom. Unbeknownst to many, Todt was also cooperating as a confidential informant for the FBI, attempting to mitigate his legal exposure by providing information related to healthcare fraud. This dual pressure, being both investigated and expected to assist law enforcement, created what prosecutors later described as an unbearable psychological burden. In mid-December 2019, friends and family members began noticing something was wrong. Megan stopped responding to messages. The children were absent from school. Extended family members in Connecticut grew worried after repeated attempts to contact the Todt's family failed. Anthony provided vague explanations, telling some relatives that Megan was sick or that the family needed time alone. His stories changed depending on who he spoke to. Concern escalated rapidly. On December 13, 2019, relatives contacted the Osceola County Sheriff's Office to request a welfare check at the Todt home. When deputies arrived at the townhouse, they were met by Anthony Todt himself. He appeared calm, cooperative, and oddly detached. Inside the home, investigators made a gruesome discovery beyond what they could easily explain or even imagine. First, they were hit by a strange smell. In separate rooms, they found the bodies of Megan Todt and their 3 children, which means Anthony Todt was literally living with 4 decomposing dead bodies in his home for days. Autopsies would later reveal the shocking details. Megan and the children had been sedated with a combination of drugs, including Benadryl and other substances. All 4 victims died from asphyxiation. The killings had occurred over a period of time, not simultaneously. Authorities concluded that the murders likely took place days before the welfare check, meaning Anthony had remained in the house with their bodies. Anthony Todt was immediately taken into custody. During police interviews, he initially gave conflicting accounts. At one point, he claimed Megan had killed the children and herself, and that he had merely discovered the scene. He said he loved his family so much that he can't possibly kill them. That narrative quickly fell apart under forensic evidence. Eventually, Todt confessed to the police of killing his entire family. According to investigators, Todt stated that he believed his family would be better off dead than facing the shame, financial ruin, and legal consequences he was certain were coming. Prosecutors later described the murders as an act of control and despair, rooted in his inability to face personal failure. The methodical nature of the killings, sedating the victims before suffocating them, shocked even seasoned investigators. Anthony Todt was charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. During the trial, prosecutors painted a portrait of a man who chose annihilation over accountability. They emphasized that instead of confronting his crimes or accepting the consequences, Todt deliberately took the lives of his wife and children in an attempt to escape humiliation. The defense attempted to argue mental instability and extreme psychological stress, but prosecutors countered that Todt's actions demonstrated planning, awareness, and intent. In September 2023, Anthony Todt was found guilty on all counts: first-degree murder and animal cruelty. He was sentenced to 4 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. The judge described the murders as heinous, atrocious, and cruel, noting the betrayal of trust involved in killing one's own children. The Todt family murders sent shockwaves through celebration and beyond. Residents struggled to reconcile the idyllic image of their neighborhood with the brutality of the crime. Vigils were held in memory of Megan, Alex, Tyler, and Joey, as community members mourned lives lost to unimaginable violence. The case also raised broader discussions about the psychological toll of financial collapse, the dangers of equating self-worth with professional success, the hidden nature of domestic crisis. Despite the outward signs of stability, the Todt case became a grim reminder that appearances can be deeply deceiving. In the end, the Todt family murders were not the result of an unavoidable catastrophe, but a series of deliberate choices. 4 lives were extinguished not by fate, but by one man's refusal to face the consequences of his actions. Today, Anthony Todt remains incarcerated, while the names of Megan, Alex, Tyler, and Joey Todt stand as a haunting testament to a family that should still be alive. Thank you for watching this far, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know your thoughts about this story. Thank you, and see you on my next video.